welcome to another episode of our talk show. So today we're doing a little something special and we're introducing a new platform in the sense that I am featuring local people here to Houston, Texas, which is where we're at. And we're bringing them on to the show. So today I have a very special and beautiful friend with me. Her name is Claudia Saez. Let me tell you a little bit about her. So Claudia was born in Chile and moved over 36 years ago to the US. Since 2015, she has been practicing Reiki and is a Holy Fire 3 Karuna Reiki Master and an Animal Reiki Master. She is also a Sound and Vibrational practitioner, and as of 2 years ago, she felt the calling and went from being an elementary school teacher of 20 years to follow her heart onto the new path. She now works with her husband in their very own holistic center, Higher Heart Center, here in Katy, Texas. Claudia, thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
So for the people that don't know, you guys are the ones that helped me to find my voice, find myself as kind of a teacher, you know, stand up and actually lead a class. And at your center is where I started doing the women's circles.
Yes. Every month we have the women's circle. And it's amazing. And as you said, as much as we help you, you have been helping us in our path.
No, and I'm so grateful. I really am. And it's what we talk about in all the ads for the women's circles. It's exciting to come together with us, with sisters, with friends, and just literally be ourselves, be women, and be able to talk about all these different things.
Yes, it is. And when we have helped and empower so many women,
Yes. Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about you. So I know that you are and I'm going to read it again. You are a Holy Fire 3 Karuna Reiki Master. Can you explain to us what that is?
Okay, Reiki is a universal life force energy. We are energy. And as a practitioners, we are the conduit of that energy, the energy that comes from the source, wherever you believe the source is. We are the conduits of that energy. We do Holy Fire, that is a more gentle Reiki, and we do sessions with that and helps heal the body, the soul, the spirit. It's a very powerful healing experience that you go through.
What is the difference between Reiki and Holy Fire Reiki?
Holy Fire Reiki is a new modality, let's call it. And it's more gentle and it's more from the source.
Okay.
So it's more pure Reiki that we as practitioners set our ego aside, and it's not us doing it. It's, in any Reiki, it's not the practitioner doing the Reiki. We're just the conduit.
Mm-hmm.
And with Holy Fire, that energy is more gentle and more pure.
Awesome. Now, what we do want to talk about today is that you are also an Animal Reiki Master.
Yes.
Okay, there we have to get into. So you know my story, but I'm letting everybody else know. I didn't come into liking animals or being with animals until about 2 years ago. And you know the story. And for everybody else that hasn't seen my cat, I am completely in love with a cat. Obviously, I've had her for 2 years. So how and what exactly is Animal Reiki? How do you practice it on them? Do they stay still? I mean, I have so many questions.
But regular Reiki can be done in animals and, of course, in people, plants. Holy Fire Reiki, you use it on everything, anything, all day, all the time. Mm-hmm. Animal Reiki is guided to the animal kingdom. We are part of the animal kingdom. Mm-hmm. Also. Mm-hmm. Let's go back a little bit. July last year, I became a Animal Reiki Master. Growing up in the farm, animals are animals. Mm-hmm. You like animals, but use the animals. Mm-hmm. When I became I love animals. I mean, it's like I have dogs at home, and
I just have to say this, you have a dog at the center.
We have a dog at the
That
center
always comes
too.
to me.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is Animal Reiki master,
Mhm.
and both dogs are Reiki masters. So when I became a Animal Reiki, the connection with the animal kingdom is amazing. You can communicate with the animals. They communicate with you. They talk to you. It might sound weird. Of course, all the things, if you look at it, is how to explain it. It's not easy. You have to live it. But with the Animal Reiki, the experience that you have with the animals, with the plants, with the environment, with everything is a deeper connection. Animal Reiki has also helped me with death. I was always afraid of death, afraid of anything that has to do with dying. One of the things that you do with Animal Reiki is help the animals cross over, especially with euthanasia. That is not easy for the caregiver,
Right.
and as for the animal. And I have been doing this, the euthanasia, help animals cross over. And the feeling that you have, the understanding of death, has blown my mind, because you feel the animal passing, you feel the last breath, you feel that the gratitude that the animals had toward living, to come into this world to fulfill their purpose, has helped me connect with death and understand more and not be afraid of it. So there's so many things that that has changed my life. I mean, Reiki in general, but Animal Reiki, it has been very special. Now, when you have a mosquito, that you know the mosquito is like, sometimes you have to think about it. It's like, oh, it's a mosquito. It's a living. It's a part of the animal kingdom. And you know that it's going to bite you. You just know that it's going to. Of course, sometimes I go and slap it. And I apologize. I send a Reiki, and it's like after the fact. Other times, if I can, I mean, it's like I send it outside, and it's like you change your perspective on things.
It's interesting you said that. Okay, I'm not there yet. I see a mosquito, it's gonna come at me. I try to go away, but if not, I'm sorry, it's getting slapped.
It's the purpose. I mean, that's one of the things. The animals come to this world with a purpose.
Right. I was, as you were speaking, okay, so one question I do have is, and this is just my question, we as humans have ego, have mind, have thinking, have issues, have things going on in our head. As a practitioner, so I do Reiki on people, not on animals. When you give Reiki to a person, do you as a practitioner feel different of the feedback or the resonance that's coming out of the human versus maybe the animals that don't have ego and don't have all this thinking? Do they receive it? Like, do they absorb it faster and more? Do you feel a difference between when you're the practitioner for human versus an animal?
There's a difference, of course. With the human, you can interact in a different way. That you can ask questions. They share that. With the animal, it's a different interaction. There's a back and forth. That all your attention is to be in that, because they send you messages and they talk to you. Animals are always grateful.
Okay.
That they're receiving. They're very open. Cats sometimes like.
I'm gonna take you, my cat.
they have their own, like, their own way of saying it. I'll tell funny experience when I was doing the Animal Reiki, and I got the opportunity to send Reiki to a cat, and the cat kind of looked at me. It's like, and the cat, the caregiver was also a Reiki Animal Reiki that was taking the class, and the cat just looked at me. It's like, I really don't want to do this, but I'm doing it because my caregiver is asking me to do it, but I really don't want to do it.
Let's get it over with. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I have paw cleaning to do.
Yeah, I have things to do in here. Dogs is like, yeah, I'm here.
Give me.
Give me. Yes, there is a difference. You feel the difference. Like you said, I mean, we have ego. Animals don't.
Right. Because
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I mean, and in spirituality, when we talk about ego, we understand that ego is like the resistance and the thoughts and the this and the that. And it's up to us, the individual, not the Reiki practitioner. It's up to us, the individual, to allow the energy and the healing and the stuff that is coming on board to go through. That's why I was wondering. I'm like, I'm assuming animals don't have that at all.
No.
Yeah.
And
even if they're cats.
And with Reiki, and the person that's receiving Reiki needs to be open.
Mm-hmm.
Reiki respect free will. So if the person is not ready to receive, Reiki is not going to flow.
Right.
So that is a big difference. If the person comes to our center, it's because he or she is open to receive.
Mm-hmm.
With animals, even though with animals, we need to ask the caregiver for permission. It's not that even the animals say, yes, I would like to receive Reiki. The caregiver is what we call the owner.
Mm-hmm.
We do not own the
Mhm.
animal, so we call it caregiver. If the caregiver says no, we cannot give Reiki to the animal.
Oh,
So,
sorry, I'm thinking, yeah, I am not the cat's owner. She'll probably be like, I own you.
oh yes. Yeah, yes. Like our two dogs, they're rescue dogs. It's like, we didn't rescue,
Right.
you rescue us.
Right. What's funny is that, like I said before, I had never been an animal person, ever. A few years ago, I dated somebody that had a cat, and I don't remember the story. I remember a vet that he knew, or a friend that was a vet or something. They ended up calling him one day and they said, hey, I'm calling you out of the blue, quite literally, because he wasn't looking for pets. He goes, I'm calling you out of the blue, but we have this girl cat. It was a female. We have a cat that needs a home, and if not, she's going to be, I don't remember the right word.
Euthanasia.
There we go. That one. And he's like, can you take her? Can you give it a try? And he was like, I don't even know why I said yes, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, that's where I first connected with cats years ago. Because of that cat is that I kind of like cats. And he's the one that told me, I didn't rescue her. She rescued me. He goes, I can't explain it. And now that I have a cat, and I was not an animal person before, now I can see animals, dogs, pets, this, that. And it's like, wow, I understand this whole animal love from such a different place of who I used to be, that I can totally relate now to the whole, I love animals more than kids. They don't talk back. Mine meows back, but okay. But okay, so the other question I have for you is, why would somebody go or want to give Reiki to their animal?
There are so many reasons. The animals are so receptive for our energy, and they benefit from the healing. If it's a rescue animal, especially,
okay,
you don't know their
past.
And like I said, they absorb so much of our energy, and they go through stuff like us humans. They go through pain, they go through suffering, and Reiki helps with that, with past anything that they're been through.
Okay.
Healing also, physical healing can help. We don't say that we're going to cure, because Reiki is free will, but it helps. It helps the animal when I said the man, my dog is aggressive, there's a reason why.
Okay.
The cat is shy. There's a reason why. There's so many reasons that, and we don't need to know what.
Mm-hmm.
Reiki takes the wheel, and Reiki knows what to do.
Very nice. Okay. Well, that makes total sense. Okay, perfect. Well, I know we're gonna run out of time because you do actually have to go open the center.
Yes.
So for everybody, the information will be down below, but for everybody, what exactly does Higher Heart Center offer besides the women's circles? And talk to us a little bit more about the center and where it is. We'll put the address, but.
Okay, the center is located in downtown Katy. It's 5713 5th Street. And we do offer Holy Fire Reiki classes and sessions, meditation, yoga, the women's circle, sound bath therapy, sound bath sessions that we have the second Saturdays and the third Wednesday of the month at 7. Tonight we're having our first cacao ceremony, and we are really excited about that. So we're adding things, but the main things is Reiki and meditation that we're doing there. And as a teacher, one of the things that my goal is to work with kids. So I will start having meditation classes, mindfulness classes for kids.
Nice.
As a former teacher, I want to bring what I felt that was needed in schools, and it's not given to the kids.
Which actually, now that I think about it, could actually be a total topic one of these days.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, and again, not because of this, but I know that in a lot of the women's circles, some of the women share that even their own husbands are like, well, is there a circle for guys? So maybe one day eventually something will happen.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is that it's expanding and more people are coming. And that's one of the reasons we're starting to do the talk show featuring everybody that's local. And maybe we'll go to different states and different cities, but start actually featuring for people to know that it's in the area. Wherever you live, there is somebody in the area that has a center that's offering classes, that's changing lives.
Yes. And like you said about men's, in the meditation classes, men's are starting to come and open up. It's amazing because usually we as women are the ones that like chatter and talk, and we don't have any problem expressing what we are going through. But see men's doing that it is really, really awesome.
Yeah. I'm laughing because the women's circle, we started from 7 to 8. Now we say 7 to 8:30 because we always expand it. And there are times we've left at 9:30. So it's kind of like okay, we women have a lot to share, but it's great. Well, Claudia, thank you so much for coming and joining us and inviting me into your life, into your center, for all the things that you guys at the center are doing and all the great and beautiful things that we're all going to do, because it's part of the expansion. It's the consciousness and it's what the platform is for.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. And we hope to see you at the Higher Center. Come and visit us. And come and see the Women's Circle with Angie.
Because you're going to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.